IPL Radio, inspiring passionate lives for the community.
Well, welcome back, and that was Metal Tango. That's one of your favourites, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. My good old bikey music, Metal Tango by Warlock or Doro Pesh.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got a special guest on the radio at the moment. This is Robert Spence. He's a case officer with the Drug and Alcohol Youth Service in Perth, but he's also an independent filmmaker. So, welcome, Robert.
We got silence.
Dropped out.
Oh no, dropped out. We'll give him a call back straight away, and yeah, you might want to just unplug that there. We'll get him straight back. But he's
Houston, we have an issue.
That's it, definitely another issue. Now, Robert was a drug and alcohol counsellor, and he's actually making a movie, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and he's
it's all about. There you go. Stick it back in. You should be okay.
Okay, hang on. Oh, I knocked my microphone. Here you go.
Robert? Yeah, hello there, mate. We have technical difficulties.
All right, just getting it back online. Okay, hang on. Let me plug this thing into that thing, and hopefully we should hear you now, Robert.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
I can indeed.
There you go.
Great, fantastic.
Adapt and overcome, mate. That's what you do. Anyway, we were just mentioning now the fact that you're a case officer working with the Drug and Alcohol Youth Service in Perth, but you're also an independent filmmaker, so that's a hell of a lot of responsibility. What is it that you would like to talk about? Give a brief introduction about yourself.
Yeah, of course. So, as you guys said, so my name's Robert Spence. I am originally from the UK, as you can probably tell with the accent.
What accent?
we haven't got accents either, have we?
There's no accent
at all.
So I'm a qualified social worker, but I currently work for a drug and alcohol youth service in Perth.
Yeah, right.
And what I do on a daily basis is basically I work with young people who come in who have issues with substances, and it's all about they can come in for support, but a lot of them they come in and they do a detox.
Yeah, right.
Within our service, and it's just a way to obviously help get them off of drugs and just really improve their mental health.
Yeah, and how do you find it? Because obviously you'll get different levels of acceptance when it comes down to what you provide. I mean, you'll get some people who don't want to be there. How do you find all of that? Yeah,
it's really interesting. So our service, we have most of it is voluntary.
Yeah, right.
So most of these young people that are coming in, they actually want to be there, which is a delight for us, because that they are really wanting to change their lives. However, we do have other young people that come in that are mandated through the drug court.
Yeah, right.
So they have to be there. Yeah. So we do have a wide variety of different young people that will come in with different circumstances, but it's for me working in that field, it's really rewarding, and every day is different.
Yeah, of course it is. Exactly. Yeah. Mental health is a huge area. We know that, and I think the services that you guys are providing are, one in a lot of services. But what we're finding out, especially over the last 5 to 10 years, is the need for these services. It seems to be growing exponentially.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that one of the good things about the service that I work for, so I work for Mission Australia.
Right.
So one of the good things about Mission Australia in general is the fact that it's free. So see any young people that come in, they can come in and detox for 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
They get really good support in there. We've got cleanse psychs in there. We've got a music program as well, which is what I'll be talking about in a bit.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. There's a wide variety of different therapeutic interventions that we offer in there, which is really sort of beneficial.
Yeah, it is. And as you mentioned, with regards to the music program, what you're finding is the untapped talents of people who are out there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny because in previous sort of jobs that I've been in, where I've worked in sort of similar services, they've not actually had those sort of resources to have, say, within this program. And I've seen a few of its kind, within WA. Is that this is they've got a music studio that young people can come in free of charge, record music, and whether it's recording, whether they're not confident in recording, whether they just want to sort of play some instruments or just listen to music, it's really
just a really sort of bit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and the thing is as well, I mean, you're getting people who will come in and they lack the self-confidence, the self-esteem to do that, but hopefully they go away at the end of that with an increase in both, right?
Absolutely, and I think that I think the beauty of those types of things is that a lot of young, they might never have tried that before, they might never have had the opportunity. I think that usually a lot of the young people we work with, they come from such chaotic backgrounds, and or maybe they don't have the finances to be able to afford to buy an instrument, buy a guitar, or things like that. So it's really, it just gives that opportunity.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. I mean, what you do is incredible from the mental health perspective, but I mean, to be able to extend that, I think with the skills you've got as an independent filmmaker and introducing them to that kind of background is pretty inspiring. So how did Marley come about?
Yeah, so basically what happened was I went to film school about 10 years ago, so I did that right after university, and I studied screenwriting. So just, writing scripts, and I just did that as a hobby. I did it on the side, and it was really sort of rewarding. What I did was I sort of left it for a number of years, and then I pursued social work.
Yeah.
It's not been until, the past couple of years that, I thought there's a really good opportunity there to be able to merge a lot of the experiences that I've had.
That's an awesome idea.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, in those areas, because I think a lot of people say, write what you know. And, I do, like I said, I know a lot about those sort of types of, so many inspiring people come through, and so many people with difficulties, and I just love sort of listening to people's stories. So Marley basically came around, which I suppose to anyone, that's a short musical that I'm doing at the moment, and basically that's just inspired by that music program within where I work at the moment. It is a fictional story, but it's a story that could be anyone, I think.
Yes, exactly, and I think that's the theme that we've seen in a lot of interviews that we've done, that you fictionalize it, but you're right. I mean, the characters may be fictional, but the actual stories themselves could fit almost anyone.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll give you a rundown of the plot anyway. So it's about a young, it's about an 18-year-old girl called Marley, and what happens in the story is she lives with her mum, who has drug issues, and she lives with her little brother. And what happens is her mum, she experiences an overdose, and then the little brother, he's taken away by social services. And then basically what happens is, because Marley wants to, try and get her brother back, she basically enters into, a lot of drug use as a result of her brother being taken away and the trauma of her mum. And then, she, to try and sort herself out, she engages with a drug and alcohol program. And then we discover in that she's a super talented singer, and it's about her sort of trials and tribulations and trying to, get over that, but also explore that music as well.
And as you mentioned, it's a musical. It's a short movie, but it's a music based. So
yeah, and that's the thing. I think, see, with short film, I think that I've not really seen many short musicals that revolve around mental health, revolve around substances. So that's just something that I thought was a bit untapped, and I thought, I'm going to explore that. And I suppose the dream would be, obviously, once this has been filmed, once it's out there, the dream would be to, obviously, try and raise funds to be able to make this into a feature film.
Yeah, of course. And I'll take it as a short movie to the Cannes Film Festival. You never know.
Yeah, and that's going to be the idea, is that, I will, once the film's done, it will be, getting in touch with all those different festivals, because I know they have like mental health film festivals as well, and it's just all about sort of promoting that. And I think in general, as well as, I think that as well as the musical side of things as well, I think that you could apply that to, there's so much potential, even if it's not with music, it could be with, anything, whether it was art, any other type of art, or I think that, it's all about, if you can sort of gain some help from people, if you're not afraid to ask for help, then you can discover all these amazing things that you might never have done.
Yeah, and I think starting with Marley, and as you mentioned about the story that she had, one of the questions I was going to ask was, did she go into, or did she ask for help voluntarily, or was it because she was given an option, either do this or you go to prison type of thing?
Yeah, so basically with sort of screenwriting, they go through various drafts. So I must have redrafted this about 10 times. So initially she had to go through the drug court, but I thought, you know what, I think that a massive motivator would be her brother being taken away. Yes. And because her brother being such a positive influence in her life, then, you know, I thought that would have been a nicer story, that, you know, she is making that decision to try and, you know, do it off of her own back. Yeah. So yeah, basically she is seeking support on her own, and I suppose it doesn't make it any easier because she still struggles. But yeah, we've I'll speak about the, like, where we're actually filming it, etc.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just about to ask that.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. We need to know as well. I mean, we've got the song queued up, Where You Left Me. We're going to play that at the end, but obviously we'll leave that at the end. So by all means, you just tell us what you need to tell us, mate.
Yeah, of course. So basically, what we're doing is we have found a youth service in Midlands. So it's the Swan City Youth Service. So they have got a terrific music program up there, and basically they're allowing us to go in on the weekends when they're closed. And then we can film in there, which is great. So it means we'll have the run of the whole place to be able to sort of do that.
It's good, yeah.
So yeah, anyone within that area, I mean, it's really good, and young people can go in there up to the age of 25, and they can go in and record music for free as well, and they can have free sessions. It's usually on a Tuesday.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we're going to go in there, and I think that will add that authenticity to it as well, rather than it just being like somewhere we've hired out.
Yes, of course. So, and what are you doing about cast?
So about casting, so we have got a fantastic singer. She's called Annie Carew. So she's 18 years old. She's from Perth. She is tremendously talented. And you know, she's offered to do this all for free. This is like a voluntary thing. And she's recorded some really good songs for it.
Very good.
And you know, she offered to do that. Like we did a lot of auditions with a lot of other people as well. But you know, I think that there's the difference as well between, she had a sort of rawness about her.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. So it's something you can identify with, isn't it? And that's the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a sort of like vulnerability there, and that sort of comes through. And I think that, you know, when that transfers onto screen, I think that, you know, it'll look really good. So she's super talented.
Sings the soundtrack, is it?
Yes, yeah. So Annie, so she's recorded that. Like I said, 18 years old, recorded that. She wrote. I gave her a brief about the plot of the film, and she went off in a week, and she wrote this song and she recorded it as well, which is amazing.
Oh, that's talent. I had a sneaky little listen to it before, and it's actually really good. Her voice is quite powerful as well.
Yeah, she's super talented, and I suppose the scene in the film is she's basically, it's like a sort of lullaby. So she's singing her little brother to sleep. And basically we get a sort of flashback about what's sort of happening for her. So we see him then getting taken away, and we see you know a lot of dark things and about her sort of downward spiral as well. But it's a really sort of somber song, and it's supposed to be quite sort of emotional as well. So she definitely captured that amazingly.
Yeah, for sure. And has Annie got aspirations? Where does she want to go from this? Is she?
Annie, yes. I mean, her dream. She's studying law at the moment at university, but her dream is music.
Yeah.
And you know, she's like I said, super talented. So I think that would be the dream for Annie. But you know, anyone sort of listening, she's on Spotify. She's done a lot of original songs, so if you just search Annie, ANI, she's there, and she's fantastic. Or even on Instagram as well, you can find her.
All right, very good. We might even ask her if she would like to come on the show.
Yeah, that would be great.
Do you know what? I'm sure she would absolutely love to. Yeah.
Well, we've got a 24-hour telethon thing going in September, and that is again to raise awareness on mental health. but also to promote anybody who would like to be promoted. So, I mean, if she would like to get involved, we can ask her about that.
Yeah, live shows, live talent, the whole lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm sure she would be really up for that.
Yeah, and then you got me and Decka.
Yep.
We need translators when we're on the radio.
Sometimes. Or subtitles.
Is that a Geordie accent I can hear?
It is.
Yes.
North East. I lived in the North East for 2 years. I know all about it.
You know all about it. All right. Okay.
So you've experienced it.
Why?
So where are you from originally?
So I'm from Glasgow. I was born in Australia, which is the only reason I got here during COVID times.
Yeah,
I was born here, but raised in Glasgow, and I spent 2 years in Newcastle, South Shields way as well.
Yeah. South Shields.
South Shields.
You might even know him.
South Shields. North Shields is the place to be.
Yeah, he was north.
Oh, north there.
That's it.
And I was born in well, no, I wasn't born in Morpeth. I lived up in Morpeth, which wasn't too far away.
I know Morpeth. Yeah,
There
good.
you go. You see. But listen. So Robert, when it comes down to this, we've got we're talking about Mali, obviously. But what are we looking for with regards to timings? Have you got any tentative timings for release or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are filming our first day of Mali on Sunday.
Oh.
Sunday the 1st of August.
Wow.
So we're doing that here. It's probably going to be over the course of 4 filming days. So we're going to do it this month. And like throughout the month of August. So we're going to do 4 dates. And then that'll be it. It'll just be a case of editing it, and then what we'll then do is, with the original songs, we're just hoping to sort of get them out there as well. We're going to be releasing a music video as well for Where You Left Me, and that'll be part of the filming on Sunday, so that'll be released pretty soon as well.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, listen, all we can say just now is good luck. If there's anything else that we at Inspire Passionate Lives can do for you, just let us know, because we're definitely
share the
keen
links.
to promote anything when it comes to this kind of thing.
Absolutely, yeah, and thanks a lot. You know, I've heard good things about you as well, which is one of the reasons why I'd sort of reached out. So, no, I really appreciate it.
Okay, well, we just want to thank Robert Spence for giving us that interview. He's working with Mission Australia. He's a case officer doing at the Drug and Alcohol Youth Service in Perth, but he's also an independent filmmaker. And from the film, which is called Mali, we've got the song keyed up now. It's called Where You Left Me. And again, Robert, thank you very much. And this song is for you and the cast of the movie as well. Hope it goes well.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the song and have a great day.
Cheers. See ya.
Bye.